Honestly, I think they're probably sending in Mindlesman just to have a character that can get in quickly that isn't Sonic, right?
Yeah.
Because Bowser Jr. known to famously have a car that he runs people over with, right? Um, so seeing him come in with all the amount of projectiles he can have, all the little track tracks he can run on, right?
Hmm.
Surprisingly high damage character too, if you look at it, right?
Yeah, being able to get some combos off, being able to take quick damage, it's just a really good overall kit. And we've seen Mindlesman just be able to take opportunity of the skit that was given to his character.
Yeah, we will be heading in. I'm kind of expecting Smashville again. Looks like Falco really likes this map, or assuming, both these teams really like this map. Just constantly going back at it. We do have the taunt of the game start, and immediately Bowser Jr. runs over a bird.
Oh no. Someone call the vet.
Oh my lord! 70% off of one
That
tilt, I
is
believe.
one of the problems I feel like with sending in Bowser Jr. with is that he is a bigger character than Kirby. They're both of them are able to run down, but I feel like Bowser Jr. is slightly easier being able to combo with. So that was one of the fears I had with sending in Mindlesman.
Yeah, we are just waiting to see which player can get like a full advantage, and we
There we
do see
go.
Middleman seemingly
Ah,
killing Falco in one side smash, but unfortunately gets a little bit dumpstered by the smash system, just a little bit.
yeah. That, but with a jab, I feel like this might be enough. With a really strong jab, actually, when you look at it deep, but just being able to take a stock that's really, really good. Let's see if Mindlesman can even finish this game. That would be a really strong start for Miami.
Yeah. Immediately after parrying the last hit of our, or one of the later hits of that jab, we do see Mendelsman again running over the bird. Very, very proven strategy, and immediately back into that
That,
jab just to seemingly
ah,
kill or almost kill again.
poor Mordecai, man. Why do he's got to keep running over Mordecai?
Yeah,
But we see a kill from Falco, which is fine. I feel like Mindlesman is already in a really good position, so he will probably be able to take this stock. And there we go. Miami being able to take out the Falco with only one stock down, which is really good. This is what we need to do compared to last game. So, but we are seeing kind of the same thing that happened last game, taking out the Falco with a character that has two stocks left. And they sent in symphonies, but the only difference is that Sonic has not been taken out and Lunar is out. So it will definitely change how our team thinks about this situation. Thinking if they're going to do the same thing with Symphony is sending him out, trying to take this easily. But I feel like with Sonic in the pocket, I feel like they can't send out Terry just yet. So I feel like they're probably going to send out someone else to try to force the Sonic out.
honestly, I think they're going to send in symphonies, right? So many of our players had such a difficulty with just trying to get even one stock off of him, right? I think they're going to send in symphonies and then try to force respect out as soon as they can, right? Because honestly, as soon as Sonic goes down, it's an uphill battle for Miami, right?
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like just trying to make sure that they can take stocks from other people so that Terry doesn't have to just fight Sonic at the end. I feel like that's also a good situation, but I also see where you're coming from just sending in Symphony. Since he was able to do really good last game, then why not just try it again?
Yeah. Um, it will be interesting. We could see characters like Snake, Samus, or Jigglypuff, and then we still have another unknown player, right? Falco was one of the unknowns that we didn't know about before coming into this game, right? Mad Poops, I guess the dark horse of the enemy team, or
Yeah.
Eastern Michigan, right? Or Mad Poops. I did say Mad Poops, right?
Yeah.
I did. Okay. We will be waiting on character on player selection, but we do have map. We're going to PS2, which is a bit spooky. We don't. We do know. We do have the symphonies coming in on this next coming game, right? Um, it's gonna be interesting to see how Middlesman adjusts to Terry this game. right?
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely a scary situation. We've already saw what Miami was, what uh, what Eastern Michigan was able to do with Symphonies and taking the game, but it's definitely scary. But I feel like we probably have learned. They've already seen how we're being more careful with our selection of moves, trying to make sure not to rush in too fast, trying to make sure to play a little bit more safe, and that is definitely what we want to do against Terry.
Yeah. We already see how devastating this Terry character can
Oh,
be. Did that just kill
that's a confirm,
at
sadly.
60?
Yeah, Terry can just do that. It's really hard trying to counter just Terry's entire kit, just being able to rack up damage, kill easily. It's really hard to deal with.
Yeah, I just didn't realize he killed with
Yeah,
a spike that from 60.
yeah,
That's insane.
it's a confirm up air, and it was just right up the enough percent. But Mendelsman at his last stock, so I feel like what Mendelsman wants to do is at least try to take a single stock off of this Terry would be the best option. Try to edge guard him, not let him recover as easily.
Yeah.
That's,
Honestly, that might be death.
yeah.
Mendelsman.
Oh,
But we're alive.
Bowser
Get
Jr.
him, Mendelsman.
Bowser Jr. is a bit heavy. His cart takes up a lot of the weight. So there, that is,
Now we have Terry.
there we
Damn
go.
it. All right. Definitely, this is an incredibly difficult player to deal with. I imagine we send in respect here, right?
I'm actually gonna say it. They're gonna keep respect for last. I think we're gonna send in Klutz the Kirby. I'm just gonna say it.
Are you gonna call Kirby?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Kirby.
I think Kirby's the last character we send in, right?
Mm,
Definitely one on the lighter end of the cast, and at that point, it might just be two interaction Terry.
he is very small, so it is hard to combo him. But I feel like they're gonna send in Kirby. I feel like we haven't seen much from Klutz. It's also just more. I feel like most people just don't know how to fight against Kirby because he's so small and it's hard to adjust your combos to face against him. And he is also more rushdown, so if you can't beat a rushdown character, you might as well play a rushdown character.
Can't beat him, you join him, right?
Yep, that's simple.
I'm still on Team Sonic or Team Respect on this next player. We could see Jam on the K rule, but I don't expect it. We could see Palpa on the Villager. I don't expect it. Right? So it really is. We are actually sending in Klutz the Kirby, surprisingly.
I wonder
What
who
some
knew.
caster senses going on.
I wonder who knew.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like we're probably going to save Sonic for last situation. So I feel like Klutz can do really good against Symphonies, being able to just have a small character and also have a rushdown kit. It's definitely going to be different from the other games that we've seen with Symphony.
Yeah. If anything, I potentially think Kirby's going to try to go off stage and force Symphony out.
Yeah, that's definitely something that you have to take advantage of. Just the problem with Terry is that he may not have the best like recovery like up B wise, but he has a lot of he can do a lot of variants of recovery, which is the problem. So he could do side B, he could do down B to recover, he could do crack shoot. It's just really hard to predict what is going on. But Kirby being able to have multiple gems, I feel like will able to force only certain decisions, and with that, you could probably make a good educated guess on what he is going to be recovering with. But I definitely feel like if we want to take stocks from Terry, we have to take advantage of his recovery.
Yeah. Very predictable in general. Kirby, the kind of character that can be a bit goofy with the recovery and a bit difficult to kill sometimes, depending on how the round goes. Um, I think we will be getting map here in a little bit. We'll see. Honestly, I'm expecting either a Smashville grab, PS2, or Final Destination. No, more
Mm,
like a Battlefield, big one.
I think I would see a small battlefield, not too killing killing early off the edges with against Kirby. I feel like we definitely want a bigger like stage when I talk about is that stages have a certain like kill boxes. Some stages have smaller kill boxes. Some stages have bigger kill boxes. We want to see one that has a bigger kill box because Kirby is still very light. So just being able not to die really just die easily off of Terry's combos is definitely something that we have to take into consideration.
Yeah, definitely something big to think about. Um, I guess I'm on Team Battlefield. I just want to see some platform action, especially with a character like for a character like Kirby on with as many jumps as he has, right? So many weird things he can just do just because the platform is there, right?
Yeah, both characters are definitely able to take advantage of platforms, but I feel like that I feel like Kirby takes more advantage than Terry does. So I feel like we're probably going to see more platforms in this game than most games compared when going against symphonies.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, we'll see. Any other maps you want to see for the rest of this game, just in
Mm,
general?
no, not really. I feel like we're definitely going to see a map with platforms here, but we definitely don't want to take him to Final Destination. That's not really the best place to be. But watch as I say that they're going to take him to Final Destination. But
They win those, right? I
mm,
believe. I believe Miami wins those. No contest.
yeah, it's just I would rather not take the risk though is the problem. But with I got it again. We are going to small battlefield.
Huge. It's gonna be interesting. Still got the platforms to Kirby to play around with, but it's small enough stage that makes it really easy for Terry to just come in, punch you in the nose, and then you go flying because Terry's asked you nicely.
Yeah, when means ask nicely will Buster Wolf you.
Well, I mean, he asks if you're okay, right? So
To be
like,
fair, he does ask if you're okay. He's a man
very
that doesn't
polite.
break your heart. He breaks your bones instead.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a fair trade.
Fair trade, yeah. But does Kirby even have bones? Is the problem?
Well, I mean, he's kind of just like a black hole that eats everything and then kills cosmic deities for stealing his cake.
To be fair, I don't think a being would have bones if they're able to do that. But like I said, we're able to see that Klutz is also just having more of a rush down compared to all the other characters, being able to actually deal a decent amount of damage with Terry already at 95.
Yeah. Honestly, on the bones topic still, uh, we've never seen Kirby's feet. He could have photorealistic feet under there with all the bones involved. Who knows, right? Um, oh, wow. We do see Terry go off
That
stage.
is
That's
death. Like I said, we have to take advantage of that. His vertical recovery is just not the best. But also, what the heck about the feet, man?
We
This is
don't.
Super Smash Bros, man.
Well, we've never seen him with his shoes off. Who knows? It's a real theory. It could be. We don't know.
Okay. Well, back to Smash Bros. We have Terry being able to deal some considerate damage, but Kirby was able to take the first stock, which is definitely good to see against Symphony. But Symphony is able to gonna come back with a confirmed. But just being able to show that Klutz is able to take a stock so fast is already really good to see.
Yeah. And looks like the game plan right now is just Kirby has like surprisingly long and safe normals for the most part, right? So it seems like kind of just playing a game of traditional 2D fighters, right? Where it's just who can get the first hit and just play off of it, right?
Yeah, definitely. We're also seeing a lot of tilts, I feel like. While Kirby can rush down, I feel like he still wants to be safe, not get touch of death. That is
Did
going
that
to
just break the shield?
Yeah, that is also it's really hard. Like we're seeing it here, just Terry's able to just do everything. Kill early, have variable recovery, but also shield break. But I feel like with Klutz, we're still seeing really good we are seeing good direction of what we want to see. But we gotta make sure that Clutch can clutch can come in to save us because Kirby is at that is not good. Kirby dies really early. Miami is going to be on their last player. This is not what you want to see.
Yeah. Terry, just one of those kicks that just kind of kill you, right? Off of one random seeming normal, right? All it takes is one down tilt,
Jab.
one standing jab.
One
and
jab, one nair, one down tilt. It's just he can do everything. It's really hard to play against. We're seeing it here, just his ability to adapt to anybody's play style. This is definitely a hard uphill climb, but compared to last game, I feel like we have more of a possibility than last time.
Yeah. Um, still going to be difficult though, right? The main thing we're looking for is just to see if that one stock was enough to let our next player come in. But we will be seeing Palpa come out instead of Respect, which isn't something I was expecting.
This is more of an even matchup, but we've already seen from Symphony that he has the skill. So at this point, I don't even think matchups even matter at this point. Just being able to adapt to playstyle, I feel like, is more important right now.
Yeah, definitely fun and interesting. I kind of want to see how Terry deals, or how Terry deals with the tree and the like side air normals,
Yeah.
right, of Villager. Gonna be kind of difficult for him to get in because he really doesn't have all the best tools to deal with projectiles.
No, he does not. That is something that Terry also struggles with. Also, Villager just being able to ledge trap is also really good. But I feel like we're probably going to see more of a campy play style from Villager, just trying to make sure not to get touch of death at all.
Yeah. What map do you think we're gonna play on? Do you think we still stay on the small battlefield with Terry Bogard?
I feel like Small Battlefield, PS2 are definitely good decisions right now. Not having too much platforms, but just having platforms to retreat to because Terry can do stuff in the air, but it's not as much as he can do on the ground.
We
But
will be going to Kalos Pokemon League as our map of choice. A much wider map than PS2, um, but one I believe with smaller side.
it is, but what I realized, this is actually a really good decision because Kalos has two platforms that are pretty much off stage, and Villager's bowling ball can counter Terry's recovery with the stage being more out, so it will be harder for Terry to recover if he goes off stage. But here we go with Palpa as Villager on the last three stocks of Miami this round. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Let's see how quick the taunt of beginning of fight, right? We immediately see some projectiles coming out from both Palpa and Symphonies right now. All right, Palpa putting on the pain for Terry Bogard struggling to get in, but unfortunately, a missed grab will cause Terry Bogard to get in, getting in 60% with I think 3 hits.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what Terry do.
Yep.
But I'm definitely right about what we're seeing from Palpa. He's definitely more of a trying to take advantage of just doing the wrong moves, doing laggy moves. And I feel like Palpa is being able to do it well, but he just needs to make sure that he doesn't get too close to Terry.
Yeah. Definitely something difficult to do when Terry Bogard's running at you at Mach 5. I think he has 3 different ways to come at you, right? Crack shoot, his power fist, and then power geyser.
Also, just being able to run up and be safe and do options is also scary. But Terry is at Go Meter, which we've already seen is very dangerous against us.
Yeah, we do see a little bit of a side trade, and unfortunately, a power geyser coming out from Terry Bogard to send someone to it. To send poor Villager up to the 9 realms. All right, Villager going to Valhalla in 1 hit.
Send that man to the Pokemon League with that one.
Yo, bro, white it out.
Oh, no.
Is that death?
No, Villager is very light, though, so that is something to take into consideration. Watching out for the power geysers. That goes really high. It's pretty much just a wall against Villager, but that is still alive, which is good. But Villager at very high percents, not being able to take the stock, and here we go with Palpa on his last stock, not even able to take a stock from Symphony yet. We really need to just we need to play safe, I feel like, here. Like, we're at 1 stock, we can't risk anything. We can't risk hype moves. I know Smash players like to see hype stuff, but we need to be safe here.
I mean, that net was pretty hype.
That was, yeah, that was pretty hype.
We do see the tree coming up. Just enough for Villager to just punch Terry with both an axe and a tree to the forehead.
Ooh, log spawn. Oh no, log combos.
Log your combos, ladder combos with log.
No. Okay, but
Did we just see a backdash with a watering can?
Yeah, you never seen that?
I have never seen that.
Bro, I love going gardening and backdashing with my watering can. It's more resourceful.
Yeah, you gotta spread the grass, right?
Yep. But we have Villager at high percents, both at very decent percents at 1 stock situations. We need to watch out. Try to kill Terry before he can get to 100, and I feel like, oh, the bowling ball was almost enough. but it's really scary. Now with Go Meter, it's scary. Oh, the armor.
The armor on Buster Wolf. That's
Oh.
all it takes. One unfortunate hit for Terry Bogard to just send someone to the 9 realms.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate for Miami. We did play really well. It's just that we could not adapt to Terry fast enough then to come back from just being down so many stocks.
Yeah, definitely a fun one to watch though. Terry Bogard, not a character you see every day, all right, but it's always kind of fun to see, right? Miami did their best with the games. Still a little difficult, right? That this actually isn't our only game today. Smash Team now having multiple double headers over the next couple weeks. We will be back at 9 with a couple new spectators and maybe even a new producer. Who knows? Overall, game was pretty fun to watch.
Definitely fun to watch. That's what you have to take into consideration here is that while we're doing this competitively, you got to make sure that you're having fun enjoying the game. Don't let it take too much control over you. And that's just for everybody out there is that we're here to have fun and just enjoy our time here.
Yeah. With that, we'll be seeing you guys at 9 p.m. for the game against Buffalo. We'll see you in an hour, guys.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody, and we're back. Here we have our second match of the night with Miami versus Buffalo for Super Smash Bros. I'm Jacob Chewy Gundram.
And I'm Keegan Logic Clapp.
So you were casting last game. Do you want to go over how some of that went?
Last game, it was a difficult match. Miami University was not able to take any games against Symphonies, the Terry, which is top 10 best players in all of Michigan. It was definitely a hard-fought battle, but there was a lot of stuff that we could have done to improve. But now that we're all warmed up, I think we're ready to not go down this day to end without a win.
Yeah. And kind of looking at some of the characters that we're seeing, right before this, we were kind of talking a lot of sword players. You have Hero, Youngling, Cloud. They're going to be doing a lot of big damage, maybe doing some charge attacks, being ready to do some stuff like that. A lot of our players, maybe besides Palpa, who is on Villager, and sort of Mendelsman on Bowser Jr., are a lot more fist and very up close fighters. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to deal with some of those sword fighters. But you also have other heavy hitters like Captain Falcon, and we have Mewtwo on there. Mewtwo can dodge very easily. Kind of almost like a very light fighter, kind of when it's in when they're in the air, can kind of move around real quick. It's really hard to get a hit on them. So it's going to be interesting to see. But kind of looking at the track records here, Miami does seem like they might pull ahead a little. Miami currently has a 3-2 streak, whereas Buffalo has a 2-3 streak. So maybe we can see Miami coming up to a 4-2 streak and have double the amount of wins and losses, or Buffalo is going to be able to tie up their streaks here. Same thing with Miami, but hopefully looking pretty good.
Yeah. Before we go into game, any for character picks, I would think Mendelsman is probably a good one, but honestly, I feel like there's no definitive character that we can send in. I feel like we could be safe sending in anybody right now, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely think my bet might be Respect here. Respect definitely has a lot of really good plays that they're able to do, and is definitely one of those better players. I definitely think that Respect, Lunar, Mindles, when they're on playing Bowser Jr., definitely can do some work. But I feel like they might use Mindles man as maybe the second to last, trying to get ready for some of those attacks and kind of testing the water here a little more, and might just send out Respect to kind of um, start going at it, making sure that they're going to be getting some stocks on the board, making sure that they're going to be doing a lot of damage, and also making sure the team can adequately see everyone else that's playing.
Yeah, definitely. We are still waiting for a player decision or even stage decision. But overall, I think with what the characters that we are going to be play against, compared to I feel like last game, I feel like we're gonna definitely have more of a neutral kind of standpoint. We're definitely gonna be. We can definitely rush down. We could definitely be defensive here, but I feel like there's variability in our options to play. But all that matters is that we make sure to stay calm during disadvantaged states here and try to take advantage of when our opponents do a laggy move or just a bad option in general.
Mm-hmm. And also kind of maybe taking a little more of a slow approach. I know a lot of our players are more of the fast type. I mean, one of them is playing Sonic, so they're they're ready to go out fast. They're ready to do a lot of damage, a lot very quickly. have some of these fast games, but with a lot of these sword fighters, they're going to be kind of gearing up ready for those attacks. So they're going to kind of be watching for that. So they might have to play a little slower, maybe time their attacks a little more tonight. So kind of just going to be watching, reading what Buffalo's going to do. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell with these first games because, I mean, they're sending out blinds. They're not going to know who they're facing first. So it's kind of going to be just up to a coin toss there. But hopefully, I mean, both sides are kind of just going to be waiting to see which player is going to be knocked out so they can send in another player who's going to hopefully be able to answer the problems that the other players have been having.
Yeah, definitely. We will be right back until stage picks and character picks. But for now, stay tuned.
And here we are. We're back into the game. We're going to be seeing Germ, who is playing Piranha Plant, and we're going to be seeing Mindelsman, who is playing Bowser Jr. here. Sorry, stage is going to be Town and City.
Yep.
I can't speak tonight. I don't know why. And there's already going to be a lot of early damage here. Piranha Plant is definitely going to be one of those players who's kind of like the Bowser Jr. playset. Having those spike balls they're going to be sending out, very similar to Bowser Jr.'s toys. But we already see an early stock take by Mindels. I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of it tonight. On Germ. Germ has two very good parries there with their shield. And, I mean, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how Germ's going to be watching now. Kind of taking it slow, keeping more ranged attacks as Mindels is going to be doing a lot of damage early here.
Yeah, definitely Germ needs to figure out how to deal with this side beat, just being able to deal damage, go into combos with it. It's a very good tool. He has to make sure to watch out on shield, and after probably getting hit on shield, but that is also going to be death right there. But just watching out for shield because it can poke, it can with down tilt, it can combo. It's just a very versatile tool.
Yeah, and watching that kind of charge side attack, it's going to be interesting to see where Germ will be using that more. And they're going to be getting some good hits here. We have Mindels being in 106, so one of those big hits from Germ is going to be knocking them out. But I mean, we've seen Germ. They lost the stock there, but I definitely think Mindelsman is going to be closing it out here soon. Getting ready for that hit, and there we have it. They're able to get the drill off there, so making sure that they're able to guard the ledge. Getting that drill is going to be what ends games with Mindelsman, and that's already a 2-stock lead for Miami. We're going to be going in and seeing what they're going to be sending in next. My bet here would be one of the sword players. I'm not entirely sure which one. Maybe Hero, maybe Cloud, maybe one of the ones that will have more of the not just sword, but also like Cloud has the limit, Hero has all of the different spells. Young Link, I feel like they might save for a little later, but with all of the bombs and everything, they're going to be ready for that. And I really just don't think they're going to be sending out Mewtwo, Blub on Mewtwo yet.
I feel like they're probably going to send out Cloud, being able to have out of shield options that are fast enough to probably deal with side B. Also, just having really good stats and just really good overall, just neutral tools, I feel like is a good situation. But what they need to focus on is that watching Mindelsman, because after that first game, they already saw what he's able to do, and they have to make sure to adapt to that just so they don't go down 2 players to 1.
Yeah, Mendels had some really good combos there and was able to read Germ with all of their, especially with that last KO where they were able to kind of read that placement for that ledge guarding. That's what's going to be winning games here, is just kind of reading how the player is going to react and also getting that timing down. But I mean, just watching how Mendels was playing, getting great timing on all of those combos that they had, and just getting a lot of damage really early, and then I mean, maybe 2 of the same combo will be able to get a KO from 0%, which is definitely very strong, especially in games like these where you have no idea who you're going in with. You're going to need to make sure that you're not going to find out. You need to knock them out as soon as possible.
And definitely. But with Mindelsman, he was able to really finish the game fast, not take any too big of a hits or losses. Definitely after the warm up from our first match, this is definitely how you want to start this match against Buffalo. Trying to set a tone, trying to set a good pace for what's to come.
Mm-hmm. And we still have not gotten any indication on the next map or next player that Buffalo is sending out. I do agree that Cloud is probably going to come out here. You made a lot of good points there. And also, again, like I said, Cloud is one of those Smash characters who isn't just a sword fighter, but has a few other special abilities there that they can use. If they do send out Cloud and Miami has to send out someone next, I think that they might be sending out maybe K. Rool, or Jam on K. Rool, or maybe Respect. I don't really see Palpa playing Villager coming out here for probably a while. They're definitely more of a projectiles character. Maybe if they send out winds on Young Link, but I don't think this is going to be Palpa's game entirely here.
Yeah, definitely. But also for stages, now that uh they know that that they are using Bowser Jr., I feel like we're not going to see Smashville. We're not going to see Town and City. Most likely not Battlefield. So I feel like we're probably going to get a stage like Hollow Bastion or PS2. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely going to be seeing some of those stages where it's going to be not as easy for Bowser Jr. on, and having more of those stages again where Bowser Jr. isn't going to be doing or isn't able to have that great ledge guarding ability that they have, or some of the recoveries that they do. But also seeing some of the stuff there. I mean, going back to what we saw Jern playing with Piranha Plant, it's kind of interesting how much they were focusing on with the spiny rock, spiny ball. I forget the actual title of the move. Pokeball.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. But kind of watching how they're going to be sending that out, and I mean that's going to be Piranha's playing biggest move, but also seeing that charge attack there was kind of sneaky and interesting because Miami's players usually don't get ready for charge attacks. They're usually running in. Again, most of Miami's roster is going to be more up and close. Even though we saw Mindles, who was playing Bowser Jr. again, has those things like the cannon or their Bowser Jr.'s toy, or really, I mean, Bowser Jr. has a lot more range than some people would expect, but they also have very good hits with the ball and the tongue and each of those different aspects and their dash attacks. I mean, it's going to be definitely closing out games more here. And also, I mean, Mindles is such a versatile player. They're going to be able to use those more projectile-esque objects, and also being able to use those big power-ups, those big dashes. So kind of playing the entirety of Bowser Jr., not just one aspect.
Yeah, definitely. What are some good tools I feel like that you can notice in this games is that Bowser Jr. definitely has some really good burst options with his side B, but it looks like we are actually going to be going into game, and it is going to be the hero versus Mindles Man, and it is on Battlefield, which is really surprising since Bowser Jr. is actually a lot able to do a lot on Battlefield, which is surprising, I feel like.
Yeah, and we just saw the taunts here, so that means game's going. And we're already seeing Mindles doing great combos here. They're going to see the hero player who's going to try to do a lot more of the sword fighting. I'm surprised they haven't tried to, where the MP is going up real quick. So, but the question is, are they going to be able to get enough before Mindles Man is going to be able to KO him here? And it looks like they're going to get Bounce. Bounce is going to be one of their safest options to kind of watch how Mindles is going to be trying to knock him off the edge. But doing all of these big attacks, and Mindles has a great shield parry there, and that's already going to be 2-2 real quick.
0 to death, by the way.
And go ahead.
But definitely what I'm noticing is that I feel like Hero is spending too much with specials and going for combos. The problem is that Mindles Man is going to be able to just rush you down. Also, Bounce is actually not the best against Bowser Jr. It only does anything against Cannonball, so it's not really helpful. I feel like what the hero definitely needs to be doing is trying to stack up on stats like Accelerate or I keep forgetting. It's like Oomph, yeah, Oomph, to just being able to have more of a powerful neutral state, because that also just helps his spells, but also his just physical attacks.
Yeah, and kind of interesting thing that happened there. Mindles Man was able to send out one of the toys and actually blocked one of Hero's lightning strikes there that they were able to do with the sword. So it's kind of like a secondary shield in that aspect. but both of them are at very high percentages here. We have Mendels at 112, and we have their hero at 142. It's very close here, and they're going to try to miss the whack from hero. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Mendels is going to be sent off here. Mendels really just has to get a good hit, and now they're going to be equal 1-1 stocks. But Miami might be up an entire player here at the end. It's going to be hard to tell right now because both of them still at 0-0, kind of testing the water, doing a lot of shielding. But their hero is going to be doing a lot more of those lightning-based attacks, maybe going for more thwacks. But we're going to see Mendelsman doing a lot of combos here.
The problem with using that lightning move is that if it doesn't hit, it spends a lot of Mario Party points, as I call them, but which is MP. Which I know he needs to get hits to regenerate it, but the problem is that Bowser Jr. is such a versatile and fast character that it's really hard to get mana back with Bowser Jr. So that's why he has to make sure to conserve what he is using and make sure that he knows what he wants to do.
Yeah, and also kind of like when you get hits back from MP, Bowser Jr. is able to just make sure that MP is not used by getting so many hits off on you that they're going to be able to just send you off the map. And having moments like that where we see Mendelsman get 5 KOs here. I mean, or no, 6 KOs, sorry. Getting entire 2 characters off of Buffalo's board. Going down to 1 stock, I don't think they might be able to take a third here. It's going to be definitely difficult for them. But kind of watching what that hero is doing definitely needed a little more of MP, what's the word?
Mana.
Conservation?
Yeah, mana conservation, making sure that you just try to use spells that are helpful in situations and not try to spend it. It's just like how with Steve's blocks, how he has to make sure he's not using too much of it and running out of moves too fast.
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting with some of the DLC characters, like Steve, like Hero. Some of those characters that they added on later and are kind of left behind a paywall. But they're going to be definitely those characters that you actually have to think about some resource protection. Oddly enough, one of those characters that is in the kind of base game is Little Mac with the KO ability, kind of getting ready for how many punches are you going to take before you're going to use that KO. Or are there any other characters you could think in base Smash, not DLC Super Smash Bros?
Rob needs to make sure that he doesn't run out of fuel for his up B. But overall, I feel like what definitely could have improved was just making sure to watch mana more importantly, because it felt like he was just throwing out spells and none of them were hitting, so he was just wasting mana. But we do have confirmation that the next player is going to be Blub, the Mewtwo, which is very hard to say.
Blub the Mewtwo. There we go.
Blub.
Yeah. Maybe just Blub? Do we Blub?
I don't know. I like Blub. I like fish. I like fish.
But, I mean, yeah, the Mewtwo. I mean, Mewtwo's definitely going to be able to kind of dodge out of here. Like I said, Mewtwo is one of those characters that's a little more flowy, going to be going through the air and kind of is... and also the teleport ability with Mewtwo, it might be able to shake up Mendelsman a little bit here. Again, I don't know if Mendelsman is going to be able to get another character out for Buffalo, but if they do, that would be very cool.
Yeah, we're definitely going in the right direction. We just need to keep this pace. Not, even though we are winning, we should not get too cocky with what we do. Not get too. I guess barbaric is also another one, because just messing up can lead to a lot of loss, and we just want to keep this pace, stay the same, stay normal, and stay humble.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to be getting into the game here now. And again, we're going to be having Blub on Mewtwo, and we're going to still have Mendels on Bowser Jr.
And it's going to be on Final Destination.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting one here. And we're going to be waiting, and here we have it. Both of them are going to be taunting here. And here we go. And we're already going to see big damage coming off early from Mendelsman. They're going to be having about 30%, 36% now on their Mewtwo player, Blub. And already going to be doing a lot of really good combos here. I mean, they're not waiting. They're not going to be waiting for Blub to do the damage first. They're going to make sure they do it. And that difference is staggering right now. Almost 0%, only taking about 2% from their Mewtwo. I mean, this is what we want to see with games where we're going to have a very early lead, especially on one stock, because being in 15, already having one kill is, I mean, that's going to be huge, especially for Mindelsman, who is probably riding a real good high right now, being able to get 7 stocks on University of Buffalo all on their own, and also doing those big damage moments. Again, only having about 30%, they're already going to be in danger zone, and that's going to be another stock there, and they're already. This is incredible.
This is already looking like it might be a 3-stock situation. This would be almost like a this would probably be a good deciding factor that this game is over, because if you are your last player and you're against someone that always on their first player, that's like really hard to climb up. But definitely seeing really good plays from Mindelsman, making sure to use the potential combos that Bowser Jr. has, and also the kill confirms that Bowser Jr. has, and making sure to guarantee kills and to just try to end this game fast.
Yeah, and we saw here that woo,
there's this
never mind, there's the game.
Dang.
Yeah, there we have it. Mindelsman is able to take out 3 of University of Buffalo's players, already down to their last player. Miami's on their first. This is looking hats off to Mindelsman. I mean, this is a crazy good game for them currently. I mean, that's going to be for any team in the collegiate esports. Being able to have one of your players take out 3 players is going to be huge.
Yeah, definitely. It's really hard for University of Buffalo to come back from this, but Mindelsman is on 1 stock. Hopefully they will be able to take just a game off of Mindelsman. If they had to pick someone, I think they would probably go Young Link. I feel like they already decided that they're not going to go with Cloud. Like, if they wanted to go with Cloud, they should have done it after the first game. But I feel like their Young Link is also just a good character to stay away, because we've seen that Mindelsman is really rushed down trying to get kills fast. So try to slowing the game down is probably a really good situation to try to come back.
Yeah, that's definitely what Buffalo needs to do. I mean, Mindelsman is at 1 stock. If they slow down the game enough that they're able to just rack up some damage over time and then just take about with one of those big hits, even a charge attack, I mean, it's going to be definitely sad for Miami that we're not able to go. I mean, 1 player taking out 4, but I mean, Miami definitely has a very strong lead here. It's going to be very hard for Buffalo to come back. But it does sound like they're going to be sending out Young Link, Wins, who's going to be coming out, and they're going to be going back to Smashville. So, yeah.
That's a very interesting choice leaving that, because I've faced against Mindelsman, and Smashville is actually, I feel like, a really good stage for Bowser Jr. with just all the platforms coming together to go into some combos with Bowser Jr. But it looks like we are going to be going into maybe even the last game of this set.
And we're going to have Mindelsman taking off both 2 stocks here, making sure it's going to be nice and fair. And we're going to be kind of waiting for the taunt here. And once we get both of the taunts, we're going to be ready to go. And here we have it. Again, we're going to be seeing Wins, who's on Young Link. They're going to be kind of taking it a little slower. Maybe not, actually. We're going to see Mindels already doing big hits here, keeping them out, making sure that they're going to be off stage. And that's our...
Almost.
Maybe.
Young Link is very light, so I thought that was honestly it.
Yeah, and then also having Young Link having the bomb go off there, definitely going to be backing up some damage. That's another thing. Buffalo doesn't want to take as many stocks here, but theoretically, if they can, I mean, you don't want to have a trade here, but if they really just want to knock out Mindelsman here, they could have a stock trade. But that was almost going to be bad for Mindelsman. Mindelsman already had 81, 1 stock. I mean, maybe they're going to get 1 stock here, but 82%.
The problem,
it's going to be hard.
Yeah, there is a stock, but the problem with is that Young Link has a lot of good combo starters. Side B, we have We have neutral special. It's just a lot of stuff that combos into each other. And that's the problem facing against Young Link. If you get hit by one of these tools, then that just pretty much just ends your stock right there.
And also watching now, Youngling wins, who's on Youngling, is able to kind of control the side, and they're going to be trying to end it here. Mindles is at 142%. Having that throw, the throw isn't able to knock him off. Almost tries to get him with the fire arrow. I definitely think Mindles Man is going to go for one more, but that might be it here. It's not going to be it. I mean, Mindles Man is holding on for dear life. Kind of watching what's going to happen, was able to read that bomb pretty well, is going to do their own combos on Wins, who's on Young Link, and being able to just get some heavy damage off there, but it looks like they're going to be able to take out Mindles Man. Oh, Mindles Man, great run. 10 stocks. That is incredible. I mean, it's nothing to scoff at. That is definitely going to be something that Mindles should brag about. That is going to be something that they're going to be talking about for a while, hopefully.
Definitely. And we're going into maybe a last game situation. And from what it looks like from here is I think they're going to go K Rool, which is going to be Jam. And if you must know that King K. Rool is my jam when it comes to a good character. So I'm really excited to watch a King K. Rool game. It has been a while, but definitely what we're going to see from Jam is, even though that King K. Rool is a heavy character, is that he is able to take control with his projectiles, which is going to be like Cannonball, it's going to be Side B, which definitely just control the stage, which I feel like is really important against another projectile character. A lot of his projectiles are very powerful, so instead of clashing with Young Link's projectiles, they're probably going to power through them. But I feel like Jam is just going to take this game, and we're going to win this one.
Yeah, and also having K. Rool's reflection ability with those fire arrows that we already saw Wins doing a lot of. Mainly that was off stage, trying to make sure that they couldn't get back on stage. But if they were to do those while they were still on stage, I definitely think that's going to be something that Jam is going to be able to take advantage of there. But like you said, Jam, I mean, K. Rool is going to be such a strong character there that it's going to be a little harder for them to do stuff with. But it looks like we might be going into the game here kind of quick. It looks like Buffalo is going to be taking a little more time to select their character, which is interesting because they already have their character, their last player out. So, yeah, they're probably going to be getting into the game here soon.
From what it looks like we are going to go Battlefield with King K. Rool and Young Link, which is a weird suggestion, I would say, because Young Link is able to combo more than I feel K. Rool is. So Young Link is definitely going to be able to use platforms more to his advantage, but also what platforms are used in this kind of situation is that since both characters are able to shoot a lot of projectiles, our platforms are kind of more of a safe option to stay away compared to trying to just tackle through them.
And also kind of watching how K. Rool is. K. Rool, like you said, doesn't have as many combos. It's going to be more of those heavy hits. I mean, they do have some pretty good combos. Like, they could get some good ones with the crown and doing some stuff there. But it's definitely going to be those heavy hits. Maybe the punching glove. All of those things like that. The stomping ability, maybe even a clapping ability. I mean, all of those are going to be doing a lot more damage, and it looks like they're going to be starting here. Kind of interesting where both of them were just staying on the platform before even though they both taunted. But kind of watching, Jam definitely likes to use the crown a lot more.
Yeah, crown is definitely a good neutral tool. It goes into combos like all of his aerials. It's a good way to go into a kill confirm. It's just an overall good move. And if you have been keeping up with Smash News lately, there has been a new K. Rool tech where he's actually there's a way that he can duplicate his crown, which I've already talked to Jam, and he says he's not going to do it in a set, which is sad to see. But it's really interesting that still to this day, even though the game has stopped receiving major updates, that people are still finding techs for certain characters.
Yeah, do you know how old the game is now?
Dude, don't even say that, man. Dude, I was like in elementary school when they announced the release of Nintendo Switch. So just saying that how old this game is gonna make me feel old.
And that's already going to be another stock with Buffalo. Jam is already going to be doing work here. 97%. I definitely think that they're going to be able to finish the game here. But we're going to be seeing Wins doing a lot more boomerang control, a lot more bomb control. Definitely keeping more range. They don't want to be able to get with a lot of those K-Rool attacks. But K-Rool is able to kind of take the cannon or blunderbuss or whatever you want to call it and the crown. But Wins is going to be able to get a throw off there. Again, K-Rool at 167, going to be more of a danger zone for these heavy players like them. But I've seen these players get into the 200s and still be fine.
Yeah, I was saying, what do you mean? 200 is a normal percent for us.
But it's going to be interesting. And there, yeah, you had 202, and that's when the KO happened. But yeah, it looks like Wins is going to kind of just gear up for maybe some combos. I mean, they're at 106, and like you said, Young Link is definitely a lighter character.
This is not good. Just K-Rool having a really slow linear recovery is very easy to take advantage of. But what it looks like is that Wins is able to actually take a lot of damage without actually able to deal a lot of damage without being punished for anything. So it's really scary to see here. But the belly armor coming in clutch to finish this set with Miami taking game 1.
I mean, incredible game there. Definitely a highlight is Mendel's man, but I mean, Jam making sure closing it out. They did lose one stock there, which is kind of sad to see. Where we could have had it, but I mean, Miami was up 8 stocks there. It's definitely going to be something that's going to be fun to watch to see what Buffalo is going to answer with. We were very worried about their some of their characters, their sword characters, but I definitely think Miami was just able to get those combos, have the speed, have the options, even have the technique. I mean, we were able to take hold of this game and kind of run with it.
Yeah, this was definitely a really good way to start this game compared to what happened last game. It's good to see that even after against Eastern Michigan that they still have their minds in the right places. That was last game. It's this game. So we needed to bring it back, and they were able to just do that.
Yeah, and also kind of having Eastern Michigan with that great Terry player that they had. I mean, it's definitely going to warm you up really well. Kind of going to be one of the best warm-ups. Playing against those really good characters and really good players is, I mean, that's what you want to have. That's what you want to see. Now, in the game, that's where we're going to be playing for an actual, ranking. That's not as great, but, I mean, you're going to take what you can get. And, yeah. So, going into next game, I mean, they might just send Mendel's out first again and kind of run with it. I think Buffalo is going to try to come up with some responses here now. But, I mean, Miami might just be like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. But we are going to go to a break right now and wait for set 2. So we will see you guys soon.
Hello, and we are back for the second set. Miami versus University of Buffalo, and Miami was able to take the first set there. A great game. Shout out Mindelsman again, having a lot of KOs, 10 KOs there. Great game. But now that we're on to the second set, we're going to be seeing Jam, who's on K Rule, and we have Germ, who played Piranha Plant last game, is going to now go over to Me Brawler. So we're going to be going straight into the game here, and
Interesting me skin.
yeah, that's quite the brawler right there. What is that? Sands with pig?
Minecraft pig.
Yeah. Not every time you see a me brawler in a competitive Smash game. Usually that they're kind of rare.
Yeah, but when you do, you also don't see Sans pig often.
Yeah.
But yeah, with me Brawler, he is definitely a rushdown character. He is able to get combos. He has a lot of kill confirms. He's a very strong character, which is unfortunate against K. Rool, who is able to actually combo really a lot. But Jam being able to edge guard the me Brawler, taking actually pretty decently fast stock.
Mm-hmm. And also kind of watching how they were able to watch. Ooh, just barely missed that attack there, but they were able to get some good hits in there. Already putting them back at 71, and it's very close here.
Come on.
We definitely see Jam, who's trying to do some of those big moves, and that's going to be another stock down. Yeah, this might be kind of a repeat of last game here. I don't want to call it too soon, and I don't. But I mean, it's definitely going to be looking like Miami just has a really good matchup against Buffalo. And there's going to be a lot of just great hits here, and there's going to be something, and there's already big damage on Germ there. And they're already going to be very at a very high percentage, whereas we have Jam, who's at maybe 30 now.
Yeah. There it is. There's the kill confirm. Down air into up smash is a really strong tool. But Jam being able to take two stocks off of University, take all the stocks off of University of Buffalo while having two stocks left to deal.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of sad that we did lose one stock there. I definitely think we could have closed in that game out a little quicker, and maybe taken, or maybe not have taken that stock. But I mean, it's definitely gonna be something that you want to see here. Watching that, it might be very similar to what we saw with Mindelsman, where it's like losing one stock to one player. That's going to be something that we really want to see and make sure that's going to happen, and just having those really far leads, so that maybe if something does happen, maybe a misinput, or if someone just kind of got a little greedy and decided to go for an interesting move, or kind of like a not entirely disrespectful thing, but kind of like a cheap shot and kind of fail at that. Or maybe taking a few more risks. We have that buffer there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, with that match over, we do have what predictions are going to happen. I feel like they're probably gonna honestly send. I feel like Wins is probably the situation here. Even though Wins did lose to Jam last time, I feel like it's the best option, but we did get confirmation that it's actually going to be Blub Bub.
Yeah, Blub Blub on YouTube. I wasn't even able to get my prediction in there before we got the character. They're getting faster at this. But yeah, I definitely think that they're using Blub Blub as one of their heavy players there. I'm assuming we probably won't see any other Cloud tonight, which is going to be kind of sad, but I don't know that this is quite the matchup that they want to have for a Cloud player to go up against.
Yeah,
but it looks like we're going to be going straight into game here. It's going to be, again, I want to see Jam doing a lot of stocks here, maybe doing that 3 stocks to 1 stock, and they're going to be taking off the first one here, and we're going to be going for taunts.
PS2.
Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting map for both of them to be on.
And like again, I can't say it enough how important Crown is in K. Rool's neutral. Just being able to not also just have offensive presence, but also actually plays a defensive role with when it comes back. It's just a very important part of K. Rool. But the thing is that Mewtwo does have a reflector and makes K. Rool bald, which as a K. Rool player, it looks so weird when he does not have his crown on. I know it's a small detail, but he looks so weird.
Yeah, and a great crown play there. Was able to get the hit on their Mewtwo player on Blub Blub. And, I mean, they're already going to be able to do some really good damage here. But, yeah, you see there, they have that reflectability on the crown. And being able to set that up, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how Jam responds. But they're already going to be taking one stock there. Jam is at 56%, so they're going to be a little higher than usually comfortable. But, I mean, again, they're one of those big, tanky players. They're going to be able to kind of rack up that damage and not really care about it all that much.
Yeah, definitely. And if you just notice that K. Rool was able to do 56 damage in one combo, it just shows how beefy this character is. You got to watch out playing against K. Rool, how he's just a strong character, able to do a lot of damage really fast.
And it looked like Jam kind of missed a grab there, but they are able to get Mewtwo sent flying off stage. Able to get another shot off there. Are they going to get him with the crown? Not going to be able to get him with the crown. But, I mean, just watching how this is going to be, and this, yeah, another stock down. Definitely going to be, I think it's definitely doable here. I mean, only having 96%, again, as a K. Rool player. And that's another 41 damage off. And
he did get the teleport recovery, if you noticed. He almost upbeat off stage. And there he goes. There's the 3 stock from Jam to close it out.
Yeah, already going. I mean, amazing game for Miami. And also being able to just have 2 players that they know of currently. I mean, they know that we have our players and their characters, but they don't know how we play. They don't know if, say, our villager goes for more tree than slingshot, or if our Kirby player is going for heavy combos or going for insert different combo or play style here. But Miami definitely has a big edge here, almost having twice the amount of stocks here, being 6-11. Buffalo is gonna need to shake some things up here to try to stay in the game.
Yeah, definitely. They gotta figure out how to get past K. Rool. If I had to give some advice, is to play a little bit more patiently. If you have characters that have projectiles, try to play more patiently. I know K. Rool can throw a lot of things out, but you have to make sure to punish any laggy moves. But the problem is that the way how Jam plays is that he doesn't like to throw out laggy moves like down smash or up smash. And when he does actually throw them out, it's going to be something is going to combo into it. So it's really hard to take advantage of that. Anything else I would say is to attack K. Rool on shield because it is a K. Rool doesn't have much out of shield options besides jab and up tilt. So if you want to do something, try to get K. Rool while he's shielding.
Yeah, and it sounds like that Buffalo is going to be sending out their hero player. That is kind of what I was expecting here. I don't think they're going to be kind of really, besides the Germ going from Piranha Plant to Me Brawler, I don't think they're really going to change much of their lineup here. I definitely think that we're going to be seeing Wins as their last player and kind of going out there. So it's going to be pretty fun to watch how Jam's going to go. But like you were saying, the other thing that they can do is, I mean, you have some of these characters. If you just keep distance and slow down the game, I mean, if you have these projectiles that some of them are going to be able to cross field, and I mean, Hero with some of the sword slashes, they're very ranged. They're able to kind of cross most of the battlefield. So because of that, I mean, they can keep more of the range, and it's going to be something that Jam is going to need to watch out for, and make sure that they're going to be able to get some great shields there. Make sure that they're going to be kind of reading what's going to happen with those. Hero characters are going to be kind of almost like a loose cannon in some aspects, though, just with the amount of different special abilities they have. It's hard to keep track of. And when they use them and where they use them, I mean, I definitely was seeing a lot more Thrax coming from this hero, which is going to be doing a lot of damage. But kind of setting those up are going to be relatively hard. And what we also have been seeing from this hero is that their MP that we've seen, their magic points or Mario points, as you like to call them, are going to be hard to control. They don't have great conservation of them.
Yeah, definitely. Since the hero is going out, I feel like he needs to make sure which spells to use, because K. Rool does have a counter, and if he throws out the wrong spell, K. Rool can just counter and it will take a really early stock. So definitely needs to be more conservative and more knowledgeable of what spells to do in what situations. But looks like the stage that we have so far is going to be PS2. And it looks like they are ready to go with the message. But I'm really excited to see what Jam is going to be able to do against this hero.
Mm-hmm. And just kind of be watching this. I mean, Jam is actually at 2 stocks, which actually might have been better than Minerals Man in this position. I think Minerals Man was down to 1 stock here. So are they going to be kind of in a better position than what we had first game? So definitely going to be something where they're going to be able to control it here. Maybe a little better. Maybe going to be able to do some more stocks than what we saw Minerals doing 10 stocks there. I mean, definitely watching how Miami is putting in a lot of good work. And that's what we're going to be seeing from a lot of these guys. That when we're playing, the teams that are taking us out are exceptionally good. Like we said, with Eastern Michigan, it's sad that we lost, but that is like one of the best Terry players.
And just players general in Michigan.
Yeah. So going to be watching some of those games. And I forget the other team we lost to. I couldn't remember.
Akron.
Akron also has a really good Smash team, which we're going to be it's going to be one of those areas where Miami has an amazing Smash team. But, I mean, there's always going to be some teams that are going to rise ahead. But that's already 100% while I've been talking about teams. And yeah, I mean, Jam is going to be going quick here. They did lose the crown, though. The crown does go off stage, and they're able to get it back really quick, thankfully. But being able to use that crown, the crown's gone again.
Yeah, crown doesn't really like staying on K. Rool. While other characters just, when they have a projectile, spawn right back. No, crown likes to be very difficult. But there is a kill confirmed. That is one of my favorites to see from K. Rool, from returning crown to up smash and the metal slash. I don't think that works on K. Rool's armor, I'm going to be honest. It's made out of it's gold, not metal. Yeah, I'm really smart.
Yeah, gold's not metal.
Yeah, I'm really smart. Gold is money. What do you mean?
Yeah, but kind of watching how, especially Jam is going to be doing a lot more projectile attacks here. Being able to control it, and that's another KO and another death there. That's going to be huge for Jam. Jam, I mean, took a heavy beating there from that one spell that
Kaboom.
Yeah, Kaboom was able to do. But I mean, Hero missed one of those sleep spells, so they're going to be down to a very low MP.
Can you count to 6? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
I think it's actually 5. My bad.
Oh, and are we going to see it here?
No, that is it. Another 3 stock by Jam. Buffalo going down to their last player. Holy. This is definitely a set of all sets, I would say. King K. Rool with 2 stocks left and 2 3 stocks in a row. It's crazy, honestly, watching this.
Yeah, I mean, Miami is not letting up any ground. I mean, they're not going to be slowing down at all. They're not going to be kind of deviating, making some of those fun trick plays. They're going to be concise, straight to the point. We're going to we're done. And also, it is going to be it's kind of late now. It's almost 10 o'clock for us here. So I think definitely the players are like, hey, let's start wrapping this up. We're tired. We got
tired.
class tomorrow.
I got exams tomorrow, man.
I do too.
Dude, I've been here for almost 4 hours. Miami set me free. They just keep me locked up in the streaming room. Sorry to dog on Miami, but I'm just locked in here constantly.
It's something fun we can do. And hey, you had an hour break between. You could get some work done there.
Yeah.
But I mean, definitely watching what these guys do is incredible. And when they know that they need to, when they know that they have these abilities and being able to have such a presence on the board and such a demanding lead is going to be what you want to see in a lot of games like this. I mean, this is definitely going to be also a bit of a morale booster from that last game. Watching how I didn't know how close the score was. What, 0-2?
For which?
Eastern Michigan.
We didn't even get to like we didn't even get to them to half of their stocks.
Okay, so yeah, definitely gonna be a big pick me up for Miami, coming back from a rough game there. And I mean, just gonna be kind of watching. It looks like they're gonna be kind of discussing maps here, but Buffalo definitely gonna need to pull something here out of a hat. And again, I'm guessing that they're probably going to be sending Wins, who's on Young Link, out. I don't know if they're going to be sending their Cloud player out. I think they're just going to kind of be like, hey, this game is not going in our favor. We're just going to stick to the same thing.
Yeah, but we just got confirmation that Wins is going, but not on Young Link. He's actually going to go Young Link's enemy, which is going to be Ganondorf.
Man, doing a lot of change-ups here from Buffalo, which is also kind of interesting because usually when you see esports, they're going to be mainly sticking to one player. That's going to be who you learn. That's going to be where you perfect your kind of goals with. And seeing how Germ went from Piranha Plant and Meat Brawler, and also before this, we thought that he was going to be going on Captain Falcon. It's going to be kind of interesting because you are going to be learning the movesets for all of them, and maybe you're going to be good in all of them, but you're not going to be the greatest. And that's what we're seeing with a lot of our players, because most of Miami's players, if not all of them, are not going to be changing who they're playing. They're going to be sticking with their main player, who it's either going to be JM on K. Rule or Mendels on Bowser Jr. or any of the other players that we have on the team but have not seen yet tonight. They're going to be sticking mainly to their tried and true.
Yeah, I would rather fear the guy that's played 1,000 characters. I'd rather fear the guy that's played one character 1,000 times than the guy that's played 1,000 characters. Because what I've learned at Miami is that you got to stick to the character that you're going to pick, and you got to make sure that you know everything about this character and you master what you can do with this character.
And there's already going to be a very quick lead here for Jam. And also
69%.
85?
Holy moly.
Wow.
Unprecedented, too. No damage taken to K-Roll yet. Oh, with the spot dodge, can we get a 0 to death here? That would be a great... Oh, there we go. A 0 to death with King K. Rool. Let's just finish this now. It's over.
Yeah, no, this is definitely going to be a quick match here. But having both of these players Ganondorf and K. Rool are definitely going to be two heavy hitters. And we can see here that we already have, Jam is going to be at 105% very quickly. And it gets the grab there. It's going to go for a combo, kind of misses or messes up there, and we get a nice crown hit from Jam. Gonna be doing some good damage here. Excuse me. And just watching how both of these players are going to be doing big damage, but it looks like Jam was able to get the punching glove off there a little sooner before Ganondorf was able to get the punch and shot off there. But Wins, definitely going to be staying on the edge. And that's another thing. Ganondorf doesn't have the greatest recovery for being off stage. So if you can keep them off stage, it's going to be really hard for them to get back.
Yeah, Ganondorf is honestly overall a good on-stage character with his nair and his combos. and has a lot of killing power. The problem is just he's not fast and he's not good in the air as much. So that leads him to be actually one of the top 3 worst characters in tier list wise. But as I was talking, Jam able to take another stock with Buffalo on their last stock of the night, maybe. We're going to see if Jam can close this out with unprecedented levels of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, there. That's getting close. It's getting close. A mechanic. Oh, there we go! The Miami wipe with Jam's King K. Rule. The crock pot cooked them up, dude.
This was incredible. Miami only losing 1 stock the entire game.
We're having steak tonight. Oh.
No, I mean, Miami's players, they have to be, oh my.
And immediately leaves. Oh, this is, this is really what we needed after Eastern Michigan. This was a really good game for Miami.
Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, I'm speechless. This is amazing. I mean, watching what was happening there, I was on the edge of my seat. I was waiting for Jam to be sent off the stage. I mean, 156%. Even as a heavy character, that's nothing to scoff at. That, especially coming from a Ganondorf doing a lot of damage, that is going to be, I mean, you're in a danger zone there, but not relenting, not ceasing up. That is what Miami does. That's what's going to put us over the top. That's what's going to have us win games. That's what we're made of.
This was definitely to show that even though we might have our lowest lows, we definitely have our highest highs. But that was just an amazing game to watch. Just Jam wiping all of Buffalo with King K. Rule, and it was amazing just because it was King K. Rule, no bias. Like, that's totally not my main, and I definitely not.
I'm sad. I was kind of waiting for Germ. I made more Captain Falcon, but I mean, I do like my heavy hitters. I do like playing the Donkey Kong every so often. But kind of watching how, I mean, both teams definitely gave it their all. I mean, I did like how Buffalo did send up some kind of I wouldn't say sneaky plays, but definitely having some mix-ups there where Miami is like, hey, we have Germ who's playing Piranha Plant, but then going to meet Brawler definitely probably had a little bit of questioning and wait, what's going on here? Or maybe something with Wins and Young Link going for Ganondorf instead. Kind of having that little sneaky change up definitely probably had Miami in a little bit of a worrying situation. But I mean, they just stuck with it and was able to reach the top, and incredible game there.
Yeah, definitely what Buffalo was going for was definitely unpredictability with the characters. While you face them once, you're facing a completely different character, so you have to change up your play style. But in the end, even different characters did not phase how we played our game, and what we did is we played an amazing game. Like, that was definitely a Smash Bros. Game.
And going back to Smash Bros, we're also going to be doing other stuff this week. We have our Tuesday. We are going back to Overwatch. We should have our Queen City qualifiers. Yes, Queen City Clash qualifiers. So that is going to be something really fun to look forward to. And then we have Rocket League on Wednesday, doubleheader. We did. I mean, Miami's team looking really good coming out of a win from last week. Definitely having high hopes in. Hopefully going to be some more good games coming soon. And it sounds like Thursday we're going to be back for Overwatch. So kind of going to be following up this week. And sadly, nothing Friday. We got fall break. So we're going to be having fun with that and having a little break right before we come back for the middle of the semester for the second half of this semester. But then we're going to be coming back to more of the regular schedule. We're going to be having more Smash Monday and having fun with that. But thanks all for watching. And again, I'm Jacob Chewy Gundram.
And I'm Keegan Clapp.
And hopefully we will see you guys later.
Have a great rest of your guys' day.